In reference to 1 Corinthians 4:6, we all know that watchtower definitely goes beyond what is written. But would they actually misapply that scripture to evade questioning? Stick around. How you doing, guys? Hey, before I get started on this video, I want to thank you guys who commented on my last ones. You brought out some excellent points that only backed up the subject matter of the video about Jesus Christ and Michael the Archangel being one. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be using one of those scriptures on this one. Now, we all know that watchtower definitely goes beyond what is written. If you've watched my last several videos, like the subject matter of Michael the Archangel and Jesus being one, the same one. That is definitely not in the scriptures. That is a watchtower teaching as well as a Seventh-day Adventist from what I'm hearing. They also went beyond what is written as far as Jesus' invisible presence, their appointment as the faithful and discreet slave, and pretty much everything else you've seen in the Watchtower magazine, The Awake, and all their literature. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read that scripture right now. And this is 1 Corinthians 4:6, where it says, "Now, brothers and sisters, I have applied these things to myself and Apollos for your benefit, so that you may learn from us the meaning of the saying, 'Do not go beyond what is written.' Then you will not be puffed up in being a follower of one of us over against the other." Now listen to that wording, the follower of one. See, if everybody goes left and one goes right, which direction are you going to go? Now, if you look at Watchtower's teachings, that is so far removed from mainstream Christianity. Not defending everything about mainstream Christianity, but Watchtower's teachings are so unscriptural. The shunning policy, so unscriptural. Pretty much everything that Watchtower teaches is unscriptural. And that brings me to a verse that was placed in my comment section on my last video. Was it Galatians chapter 1? And starting at verse 6, it says, "I marvel that you are turning away so soon from him who called you in the grace of Christ to a different gospel, which is not another, but there are some who trouble you and want to pervert the gospel of Christ. But even if we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel to you than what we have preached to you, let him be accursed. As we have said before, so now I say again, if anyone preaches any other gospel to you than what you have received, let him be accursed." Now, what does Watchtower do? Their teachings are definitely not mainstream Christianity. They claim to use the Bible, but let's face it, their Bible is twisted, changed, altered. But much like the Mormons, who placed the Book of Mormon ahead of the Bible, Watchtower places its perverted literature ahead of the Bible. And if you doubt me, if you're a Bible study of Jehovah's Witnesses, tell them you want to study without their literature. It's not going to happen. So we all know that Watchtower goes beyond what is written. But would they actually misapply that scripture? When trying to evade questioning, I believe it was Ted Jarrett's who was in charge of the child protection policies of Watchtower, who was cornered and asked directly a direct question that he could have answered, but the response was kind of deceptive. I'll let you listen to it. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
And back to a Jehovah's Witness convention in Tulsa. We've been told we'd find a member of the governing body here. Ted Jarrett is one of the men responsible for the church's child protection policy. For more than 2 months, we've been asking them for an interview. We want answers to some simple questions. Why do they keep their database of suspected paedophiles secret? Why don't they report all allegations of abuse to the police? Why do they send children back to the arms of their abusers? They refuse to talk to us, but here at last, we had our chance.
Tell him about the database. How do you justify keeping a list of people, men in some cases, who have confessed to paedophilia, but you have not reported them to the authorities? What justification is there for you to keep them?
You have a privacy law. You have a directive from the European Union. You observe that, don't you?
So when allegations of abuse are made, it's all right to keep them private?
I think you were answered. That question was answered here. Should be to your satisfaction.
Can you answer it now?
I'm not going to repeat. I'll just tell you exactly that you can go and you see it and write it. It's all open. You know, the Bible says, do not go beyond the things that are written. We don't go beyond the things that are written.
And that was that.
It was pretty apparent that Ted Jarrett's was evading the question, hoping that the reporter knew nothing of the scriptures, which was pretty much the case. But in the content that he used it in, was that really what the Apostle Paul had in mind when he penned those words? I think not. Jarrett's would have been better off saying no comment and walking away, but instead he made himself look like a total tool, like most Jehovah's Witnesses, and Watchtower does. Oh, and Archie Liebert, feel free not to comment on this video, because you make yourself out to be a total tool anyways. But there's just something to keep in mind, guys. I mean, I had run into this video several years ago. I was actually still in, but definite fader. And I had just come across it again in the last few days. And Watchtower definitely hasn't changed. They call it theocratic warfare, but a lie is a lie. I mean, rather than face up to the issues with their problems with themselves and their child abuse protection policies, as well as the ongoing child abuse problem they have, they won't face it. They will just deny, hide. But then again, that's why your numbers are dwindling. 8 million strong, I doubt it very much. Watchtower, you are done. Anyways, again, guys, I want to thank you for your comments and thank you for the scriptures in my last video. I want to thank my subscribers and thank you for dropping by. And if you like this video, hit that notification button. That'll let you know that I'm out here. I'll talk to you soon, guys. You have a good day.